From weathered back roads to the blazing edge of faith, this is where grit meets grace. Welcome to the place where truth ain't tame and stories burn brighter than the flame. This is the Gunpowder, Propane and Jesus podcast. Real talk, real calling, no polish, just purpose. Let's light it up.
Woo.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Man, that was an amazing introduction again.
It only took 3 tries.
That was amazing, John.
Look
Good
here.
job, John.
Hold on, John. I'm going to take up for you. That was only twice.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Back to 28 states.
And actually, it worked perfectly on the first one. It's just one of us didn't like the volume of it at that time.
Who, me?
2 of us.
Jordan over
3 of us.
y'all.
Donnie, are you 4th?
4.
See,
Four.
There we go.
you're outnumbered.
It's almost
been
unanimous. If you
all
had a
the
vote, it would be unanimous.
I can't get no love. I put us on Podbean. I set us up on Apple Podcasts,
We got
Spotify.
14 followers.
Your sister was one of them. Shout out to what's your sister's name?
Mercedes.
Mercedes Schaefer. We love you, girl. Is that her name?
Yes.
Thank you for the like and follows and the comments. Like, she loves it for you, Aaron.
Well, good.
So,
Is your
Wait.
brother Ben's?
No,
No.
I wish I had a brother. I love my sister.
you don't love your brother-in-law?
I said I had a brother, not brother-in-law.
I'm so confused, man.
It doesn't take much.
I just went way over John's head.
It's a pretty low bar.
We got a
He's a tall
special.
guy.
We got a special guest today. I don't know if y'all remember this voice from the Stetford and Statford episode.
Old Silver Fox.
Yeah, Silver Fox here.
That's the guy that filled in when I was I
When
got killed.
You got hit by that. You got
That's
hit by that special needs
Listen, I
bus.
know it's a Christian podcast, but I know all of y'all watch South Park.
Yes.
Kenny died it. Bruce is the new Kenny.
Yeah.
You killed Kenny.
Kill Bruce.
You killed Bruce. Yeah, I think every time you every time you miss, you will die that week. It has to be done.
We
It's in
were
the
all
bylaws.
shocked. Your demise was announced on that podcast.
Yeah,
Terrible.
but you were brought back. We love you that much, Bruce.
I'm just sorry for the kids on the bus that had to witness it.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too.
John was.
I just wish John wasn't driving that bus.
He didn't even have a license.
Exactly. That's why we wrecked.
We got the wonderful Donnie May. He is here. Donnie, I don't know a whole lot about you, man. I apologize. I know you do security at the church.
He is a professional golfer.
Professional golfer.
He has made his living golfing.
Your handicap was autism, right? You talked about that last
I'm beginning to
episode.
think it's accepting this invitation.
I can confirm
We've
that.
only got started.
But yeah, I don't know much about Donnie. Aaron, you invited him, so why don't you intro him and tell us what we can expect from
Tell me
the
why you got me
amazing
here.
Donnie May.
Because I love Donnie. Donnie is like the specimen of what a man should be.
He is a good looking dude.
He never has a quiet, like if you say something to him, he's got a quick comeback. Always.
You know what? When I look at Donnie, I think of stoic. Like
He's well dressed,
Like
well spoken.
I could see Donnie in like a
Put
knight,
together.
in like a knight armor kind of dude. You know,
Donnie's
what I mean?
only downfall is he spells his name wrong, according to Aaron.
No, that is talk to text, y'all. Do not trust that thing called Siri.
How do you spell your name, Donnie?
I spell it DONNIE.
That's the way I spell it. It's in my phone as that. But apparently Siri thinks it's DONNY. I don't know. Or maybe it's just my hick slang when I talk to text. I don't know.
Donnie.
Oh, Donnie.
Siri called the Donnie. We're not off the rails. Please. We need to keep that out of,
But no,
Bruce's
I
mouth.
met Donnie a few years ago with playing church ball.
Uh-huh.
And ever since then, man, I've just grown to like him. We partnering on a business here, trying to flip houses. We hadn't bought our first one yet, but it ain't from lack of trying.
We're trying to get it off the ground.
That's right. So if y'all got a house for sale, let us know.
Yeah.
We might get buy it.
Are y'all the ones that are putting the signs out?
No,
You buy damaged houses
maybe
for
we
cash?
need to. Maybe we need to.
Stay away from those guys. Call these guys.
You know what I've noticed listening to our podcast episodes?
What?
Y'all have all played ball together.
Yeah.
Why have I never been invited to
I
play
don't want to
ball?
hear that. I invited you to come watch last year.
I don't want to watch. You know how boring it is to watch softball
Like, oh,
and
man,
baseball?
look at all the fun they're having out there.
That's all I'd be doing.
You can come be the coach. That would be fun.
You know, we
They
don't
gotta be a
listen
good
to the
cook.
coach,
Yeah.
just so you're aware.
So you would fit in
Aaron.
perfect into that role.
Aaron, catch the ball.
We just need you to come be the coach and talk crap to the other team.
Oh, I
You're
would love
perfect
doing
with that.
So what that entails is talking crap, and then you bring some sponsorship money, and you can coach the whole year.
No.
And if they fight, we got your back.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
You're too soft for fighting, Aaron. You got a family. You can't go to jail.
he may not be the young buck he used to be.
Bro, these are healing hands.
Beating and healing hands.
That's right.
So
I think my temper has gotten a little worse the older I've gotten.
Really?
Yeah. Like I used to not want to fight. And I used to try to stay away from it unless I was living in sin and partaking of beverages I shouldn't have been. Then it was real quick. But now,
Alcohol.
It's funny how those things go together.
yeah,
Well,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right. It is. But it does still take a lot for me to want to put hands on somebody. But if it's for somebody that's close to me like y'all, I would definitely give them some healing hands from the Lord.
Give them the old verse 1, 2.
That's why we like Donnie. See, there's the quickness.
Yeah, Donnie.
But,
Donnie May.
Donnie, share a little bit about
About
how you came to know Jesus or how you got involved in.
Tell us about yourself, like where you went to school. You know, what made you Donnie May today?
Start from when you popped out. I mean,
Yeah,
just-
yeah. Was your mom loving?
Is there a time limit on this thing?
You got 30 minutes.
Just give a quick, 1 to 2 minute rundown, and we'll go into some other stuff.
Yeah, we can
You'll be able to
banter.
explain some more later.
Sure. No, it's grew up in South Georgia, been in the car business all my life. Like a lot of people in the car business, I got out of the military and thought I'd sell cars. So I figured out what I was going to do for the rest of my life. And here we are 30 years later and
And you're stuck.
still doing it. Can't get out.
We're trying to get in the house business.
We're
You
trying
are-
to get in the house business.
You are the guest of a whole 63 downloads podcast right now. We did that in 3 days, guys. We deserve a clap. Like,
Where's the golf clap, Jordan?
It's kind of a big
What,
deal.
Jordan,
kind of a
John,
big
you
deal.
got your iPad, you got your laptop.
I don't
Why
have
are we
a-
not getting claps?
I don't have a golf
Anybody
clap.
that wants to be a producer for no pay, reach out and let us know.
There's our golf clap.
There he goes.
That's what people love. Them crickets.
You're slacking on that, man.
I'm
you
sorry,
didn't even
man.
bring me a laptop
I
last
got
week.
so many that I
They're
need
not
to cut
labeled.
them
You
down.
don't know they
No,
are.
they aren't labeled. I just don't. I don't know what to play. It's kind of hard.
Out of all the guys we interviewed, this is the one we went with.
We didn't do any interviews. It was a
That was the
charity
problem.
thing.
Okay.
It was a show
Bruce
up
was
and
a
you're
guest
in.
on the podcast episode we didn't record, and he's like, "I love it so much, I'm going to be a host." So that's why I'm killing Bruce off every week. So,
So you're in the car business now. You do services and warranties and stuff like that. Where did you start at? Where did you start out in the car business?
Actually started out with one of our church members at Gerald Jones.
As a salesman, or did you go straight into finance?
No, I started in sales. Went
So he didn't like you that much.
Hey, you got to start in the trenches like everybody.
Yeah, getting into that finance is kind of a hard deal.
Yeah, Andy wasn't around really when I started. Andy was still, one of the younger guys, and Gerald was still the guy that was in the day-to-day deal. And I went there and sold for probably a year, maybe 2 years, and got a chance to step up and go in the F&I office, and that's what I did.
Was Ricky Stokes there when you were there?
He was. He was. Yep, he was, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm no longer there.
He's definitely the reason I'm not there anymore. Not that he was a bad person, but he asked me, he's like, "Do you want to be here?" I said, "No." He said, "Then why are you here?" I said, "I don't know. Good question. See you later."
Yeah. No, back in my day, Cotton Flynn was my general manager, and Robert Pennington, who's still
It's
a great
Honda
buddy of
time.
mine.
Old Cotton.
Old Cotton.
what's
Yeah.
the guy's name that came up with DriveBaby.com? Beep beep.
That's Milton Rubin.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole nother, whole nother
two
deal.
different-
Well, he used to work at Kia of Augusta when I did IT work there. He claimed he came up with that slogan. I can't remember Scott. Oh man, I can't remember his name, but old dude in finance. I was like, he was terrible with his computer. He had no clue. Like, he'd be on Facebook video games the whole time and be like, my computer runs so slow. And I'm like, you're playing Brickbuster on Facebook. What do you expect? You can't. I'm like, no wonder it takes customers 17 hours to get a finance contract done. You're playing Brickbuster. You're not going to be good at it.
No wonder this podcast takes 2 hours.
Man, I swear.
John's playing Brickbuster.
I ain't gonna got it.
That's why we can't get sounds up.
Man, I was on it this morning.
You were.
Y'all hurt my feelings.
Hey, it only took us 36 minutes to get going today.
Look, we give John a hard time, but he does a lot. He was in here sweating like a slave last night.
Man,
hanging up these sound dampeners.
I mean,
John
what about
came
this
here
new
salty.
light?
Yeah.
that light, $14.99.
It's
Shout out Harbor Freight, $5 moving blankets to dampen sound. I think we're doing pretty good, y'all.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot better in here.
It does.
As soon as we get some more subscribers and followers
It
and
feels
sponsors,
hotter though. Is one of them on?
we'll,
They're both on.
they're just
God
blocked by the blanket.
It feels great right here.
yeah.
next to
Me
this
and Jordan
fan.
feel really good right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So you went from F&I, and then you eventually transferred to like corporate GM, right?
I transferred up to general sales manager, and then because I always wanted to run a store, and then did that for several years, was very successful, and then got an opportunity to run the Southeast for General Motors. I started in a support role and then earned my way to be a regional with General Motors. And once that season of my life ended, I opened up my own shop.
Heck yeah.
And now you do F&I support for different businesses?
Do
or?
onshore, offshore wealth building structures and F&I training, ethics, compliance.
Can we get the account number to your offshore Bahamas account, please, sir?
You can get the account number to mine because I don't have one.
Just say 0.
I set them up.
My number's 0.
That's right.
A lot of people don't realize what goes in. If you start doing F&I, as far as the ethics and the standards and the testing and all that you got to go through.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the ethics, disclosure, transparency, guarding customer information. There's a lot of things that have to, and that are extremely penal if you get caught leaving somebody's folder sitting out or something like that.
Yeah.
So transitioning out of work back into faith. I know you've been coming to church ever since you and Erica was married, but were you in church before that or?
No. John was cutting up with me earlier about my mom and dad. I had the best folks in the world, never had a doubt that I was loved, always had the support, never wanted for anything. But the only time my folks went to church was when somebody was getting married or buried.
Oh, Lord.
So,
So definitely church wasn't a good place for you.
so yeah, exactly. So, I didn't have any experience, but I was a decent athlete when I was younger. So I started playing, I got recruited to play ball with the church league. Started going with those guys, and I actually
Those church headhunters are crazy.
they want to win, man. They want to win.
Win at all costs.
It's competitive, or it's for fun,
It's fun.
but it's
Yeah.
really competitive.
Yeah, it's fun, all right.
Church league ball has been some of the toughest games I played in earlier in life. This last couple seasons.
Now,
I've seen one of the best fights at a ball field at
Yeah.
the church league
Yeah.
tournament.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's so funny all the time, all the years I played church ball, and I'm sure you guys have seen it too. You can tell when a real congregation team is there,
Yep.
and then when a recruited team rolls in,
Absolutely.
you get
They're the guys smoking in the parking
Now
lot.
I will say this past season, we had 2 or 3 guys that didn't go to our church that played on our team, but the rest of them, we had a stout team, and everybody's like, "Oh, these people don't go to your church," and we're like, "Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they're
with
just
the exception
young.
of a couple, yeah.
Yeah, they're just young and quick."
Barry Bond is an online member. He just shows up for the game.
Jordan's a honorary member.
Yeah. I'm grandfathered in.
That's right.
We're still going to get him over there, though.
But so you started going to church when you and Erica got together?
I really started going to church regularly when Eric and I got together. I got saved when I was 15, when the ball, playing with the guys on the ball team, and then built a lot of strong relationships with people there in the congregation. Small little church, First Baptist in Blythe, Georgia.
Ooh.
You could hold your
Don't
arm.
blink.
Yeah, you can put your arms out and touch both sides of both walls. but yeah, did that and got baptized there. And like a lot of people, I made that commitment, and through the years growing up, teens and 20s and 30s, did a lot of things that sure didn't display what I did. But thankfully, when I met Erica, she got me back into victory, and we've been there for over 20 years.
Heck yeah, that's
awesome. How long have you been married?
19 years, August 6th.
Congratulations.
Oh, just had a wedding anniversary.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's awesome. So
happy anniversary, Ms.
I want to
Erica.
know.
I know you're listening.
I want to know about your military background. Aaron said you were trying to be a Ranger.
So my dad was a Green Beret.
Awesome.
I wanted to do what my dad did.
Yeah.
Well, to kind of tell you how I got to this point, I went to Southern. Me and 3 other buddies from the football team rented a house together for our first year at Southern.
Now, when you say Southern,
Georgia
Southern. There's only one Southern.
Yeah.
Well, there's a Charleston Southern.
No, there's only one
count.
Southern.
There's only one.
Well,
You
I
can
grew
leave.
up in Mount Pleasant, Charleston.
So 3 months into my college career, I don't know if it was Georgia Southern that told me I should go, or if it was pretty apparent I needed to go, but we all agreed, and I left. And I went home and I talked to my folks, and Dad was like, if you need to grow up and get mentally mature, go to the military. So
Yeah.
I wanted to do what my dad did, so I went and signed a Ranger contract.
Will they still take me? I'm 46. I need to get mentally
They
mature.
wouldn't take you in your 20s.
We got a place that'll take you now. Don't worry.
Georgia Regional.
Yeah, you go
Shout
to
out.
the.
We need a sponsorship from Georgia Regional. We'd like some straight jackets to match our padded walls.
All right, we're letting our guests.
I'm sorry, guys. Off the rails.
He signed a Ranger contract.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's called a RIT contract, which is Ranger Indoctrination Program. You have to pass that, then you get assigned to a battalion. So I passed that somehow. And
Can you give us some details on the Ranger indoctrination? Like, what is that? Like training, like physical training, mental training, all that stuff?
It's 8 weeks of how bad do you want it?
Really? Is that the one where you ring the bell or something?
That's buds.
That's
Navy.
like 420 buds? Or,
No, that's buds.
Sorry. Off the rails. I knew it was coming.
I'll give you an example so you can kind of get an idea. They picked us up from airborne school. They said everything's at Fort Benning. They said, all right, they drove a truck down and said, who are all my Ranger candidates, my RIT candidates? So we all got in formation. They said, throw your rucks in the back of the truck and run behind the truck down to Ranger Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment. Because here, 3rd Ranger Battalion's on the other side of the fence. They make everybody drink a lukewarm 2-quart of water and then get in a push-up position. And they say, we're going to stay here till somebody quits.
No.
That was my first day.
Oh, my. Did anyone quit?
I got up. Not me.
Oh. I'm like, you quit?
No, I got up, but not me. But it's funny how, you got people there that say they don't want to be there. And it's just an exercise it's just a mind game. It's all that stuff is. Yeah. Now, I'm not taking anything away from those guys. I mean, those guys are tip of the spear. They're as beyond athletes, mentally strong, but that's what it is. It's got nothing to do with the first part of it is just getting your brain right.
Yeah. So did you complete Ranger indoctrination? You said, yeah,
I did.
What happened after that?
On a FTX as a field training exercise, we all take turns being leaders because what you want to do, you want to train in case your leader gets wounded or KIA'd or what have you. So you can take over. Everybody cross trains.
Gotcha.
So I was taking my turn and going through a swampy area, ingested some water, had toxins in it. Both my lungs filled up full of fluid, double pneumonia. They put me on a vent, and they actually called my folks in during the middle of the night, said I wasn't going to make it.
Oh, my Lord.
So that happened. I woke up, and they were there, and I came through it, and then I lost 30% of my lungs, and they had to re-MOS me, which means I couldn't be
Ranger
airborne infantry anymore.
That is crazy, man.
I talked to my dad. He said just a medical. So that's what I did.
That is nuts, man.
Wow.
Man.
Yep. Tough time. But I mean, you see a lot of people get hurt doing that.
Yeah. That is crazy. Did they ever figure out what you ingested or? Man,
something in the water.
And were you swimming in it? You were hiking through the swamp or something?
Patrolling through it.
Really? That is crazy, dude. 30% lung loss. It looks like you're doing great. I mean, you're in great physical condition.
Yeah, I've run half marathons. I've done all Spartan races, mud race. I've done all that stuff.
What happened to your face in that training? Because I mean, it was pretty tore up. Did you take a grenade to the face or something? No, I'm just joking.
We
I'm
think
sorry,
you took a grenade to the face, John.
Yeah.
Few.
So how long were you in, before that happened? And then how long after?
So I was coming up on, so I went through basic AIT airborne school, Ranger indoctrination program. Then I went to battalion. It's probably within that first year, right towards the end of the first year. I signed a 3-year deal. And I wish I was still there. If I could have kept my MOS, I would have stayed, because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. And your dad was a full Green Beret. He did missions and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. Has he ever shared any cool stories with you?
He has.
Can you share with us?
I probably wouldn't do his stories justice. Telling you. I mean, he did a tour. He did a year in Korea, a year in Vietnam, and my friends would come over and he'd start telling stories, and you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah, man.
He had a great story about he called it when he was a sneaking peek. Those guys go in there, just a few people, and they sneak around and see what's going on. And he does tell one great story where enemy patrol was coming down a trail, and one of them took a leak in the bush, and he was laying at the bottom of the bush, and the guy never knew it.
What?
Crazy.
But when there's 30 of them and 4 or 5, 6 of you
just take it.
You got to let them pass.
Yeah. You don't even do a snip with that buoy. Snip it.
I remember when I was younger. And really paying attention. My dad, we had a pool, and he took his shirt off, and I looked at his back. I was like, "What in the world is that?"
Yeah.
And he had a time in career where he threw a satchel bomb into a bunker and ran across, and they started firing at him from the other side and ran back across the bunker, and the bunker went up. And it was just like there were streaks all over his back.
Daggum. So he threw the satchel, had to retreat back in the path of the satchel bomb, and it detonated with him. Man.
Yeah, he had some great stories.
Man, that is nuts.
Yeah.
Well, but see, it's people like that allow us to do what we're doing.
That's right.
That's what I try to get my daughter and my wife to understand. Not that they don't, but when you can go play golf or you can go do whatever, there's somebody that bled so you could do that.
Yeah. It's not just you get to do it because you want to.
Right. And even the people that come over here and protest and show out and all this stuff, any other country, they would just roll up to you and
put you in a prison,
pop you right in the head.
Yeah. They're allowed to do that because of those people.
Right.
I mean, we're all of us here pretty tough guys. I think we could handle a pretty good bit. But
I'm soft as baby poo.
Well, we know that. we were just trying to.
He said, "Guys,
not hurt your feelings."
We were great on the curve.
But that era of men,
trophy.
my grandpa, your dad, my father-in-law, my grandpa lied about his age just so he could get in to go to Vietnam.
My dad lied about his age. Yeah.
that was the going thing back then.
Men back then were men. Like, they wasn't scared. Like, hey, let's go. They're proud to be an American, and they're going to run full-fledged into it no matter what. And my father-in-law's pushing almost 80, and he's still the same way today.
I know he was a tough dude.
Yeah.
I've known him a while.
Oh yeah.
I definitely wouldn't run from him in a shooting contest.
Oh no.
He's going to hit me.
Ask for mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me, though, that talking about the fellows that were in that era, that how strong they were and what they endured and all the things they saw. And not taking anything from this war or these wars that these guys are having now, but, my grandpa is, he was 78 when he passed, so it was just a couple of years ago. Even up until then, talking about it, he never, they say PTSD, which I believe that is real. I never seen him have it, though. That's how strong he was. Like, my grandma's told me times where he's broke down before, but he didn't let nobody see it.
Yeah, it didn't exist.
Yeah,
right. It was a sign of weakness.
That's right.
Yep.
They were, hey, we got to get done and push through it, and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, suck it up and drive
And
on.
if it ain't, we're going still.
Rub some dirt on it.
Rub some
Yeah.
dirt on it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell Jackson. Throw the dirt on it, boy, keep doing
on it.
Absolutely.
So just talking about the military, and I don't want to get super political here, but I just want your take. So I look at it and it aggravates me because with the dimensional wars and all that kind of stuff, why are we the only country in the world that operates by wartime law? We go back in and rebuild and we train, and we're the only country that does that. Why is that?
I wish I had a good answer for you. You know, you would think through the years some of these third world countries would come pick a fight with us because they know they're going to get a new construction out of it,
New school or something. Yeah.
But you know, we always take the bait too.
Oh,
Think about the Middle East; they've been fighting for 3,000 years or 20, however many years. They're going to be fighting another 3,000 more.
And we got wars on our own turf that we can't solve and fund and take care of because of that.
Yeah.
And that's what really bothers me.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of things. You know, I used to say to my dad, "I wish I knew what was really going on up there in Washington." He's like, "No, you don't. You don't want to know. You know, all the handshake deals and all the payoffs and all that
evil and dirtiness, man. You tell me how you go in as a congressperson making $100,000 a year, $120,000 a year, whatever it is, and in 5 years you're worth 10, 15, 20 million.
Yeah.
Their math ain't mathing.
It maths. It's just on a piece of paper you don't see.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I watched it.
Right.
I saw a video last night trying to go to sleep on TikTok, and there was this guy. He made 3 incredible statements, and one of them that really stuck out was he said, what would you think of a company that has 535 employees? He said 20 of those have been arrested for assault, for domestic abuse. 17 of them can't get a credit card because they have bad credit history, bad debt. 200 of them have been caught taking bribes. Like, he just kept rolling off these numbers. He said, well, that's a 535 people that are making laws in the U.S. Congress.
Yep.
And it blew my mind, dude. It was nuts, some of the stuff he drilled off. But we got some of the most crooked people up there in Washington, D.C. It's nuts, man.
Crooked, connected, and unqualified.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they don't like Trump so much? Because he's trying to call out most of it.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
Donnie really misses Joe Biden, though.
No, I can't take claim to that one. No.
Man. Going on to the next question, we've got, what's one moment in your life where faith was tested like a propane tank in July?
Probably the biggest test I've ever had to go through, and Erica and our family and supporting friends went through it with us, is when Emerson had her open heart surgeries.
Yeah.
You know, she was scheduled for 3. She really had 4. I say 4 because, you know, what they do is the PA took me around and showed me everything to expect the next day. And there's a lot going on, so I didn't retain it all. But they told me they were going to show me her with her chest wide open. Mm. So after the surgery, 6-7 hour surgery, when she's 7 days old, they take us into the room and she says, "You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." "Why? What's up?" The sheet was up to her chin. So they pulled the sheet down and she's open.
Oh.
You know, see that little heart pumping away, 11 drips going. She had all kind of stuff. And then they leave it open in case they hemorrhage, which she hemorrhaged. That was the next surgery. I kind of count that one as one because they had to go back in there and fix it. And then she had one at 6 months old and one at 3 years old. Mm. But during that time, she went into respiratory rest and we lost her. Mm. And I left that day to come back to run the dealership. So I got a call in the middle of the night. Mm. It was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's but she's good today?
Yeah, she's making up for it now, buddy. Woo.
But she still goes back to Charleston on a regular basis.
Yeah, she just had she just did labs. She'll have she'll get the result of those labs November. So we used to go every 2 weeks. So we've gone from every 2 weeks to once every other month, to once a quarter, twice a year, and now we're once a year. So
that's awesome.
So you took her to MUSC in Charleston.
Yeah.
Amazing hospital. My wife goes there for her liver, and when they found the tumors in her small intestine, man, we went in there just for a checkup, like a colonoscopy. Man, they had her in surgery and removed that thing in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just during that checkup.
I don't even know how it happened because we're Georgia residents, so we weren't supposed to go to South Carolina unless we wanted to just pay everything, you know. Yeah. And some programs and some people calling. Larry Brown helped out quite a bit. Things just came together. The surgeon was on vacation and came in on vacation and made us. Never talked to us before.
Hand to God.
It was crazy.
So
For those that don't know, Emerson is your daughter.
Yes,
And she's how old now?
She will be 18 on the 22nd of this month.
And she's my bestie.
She's something, buddy. She's something.
Heart good though. Heart's doing great.
Yeah, she. I tell you, one of the things. One of her doctors, Dr. Graham. I remember seeing him, and I said, "Man, this is so inspiring. I wish I'd have done something like this because, the way he came in, he was whistling, so we knew. He was like, "That's only because you won."
Yeah.
There were 5 of us that started together, and 2 of us are left.
Oh, wow.
So that was tough. So yeah, we did win, but we also had a day where there was another family on the other side, the big, huge waiting room, and they didn't. So yeah, we witnessed both sides of it.
When you went in that operating room and saw your little 7-day-old baby's heart pumping, what was going through your mind?
Man, it's an emotion I can't explain. It's the size of a strawberry. You're in the NICU. They put in this little saran wrap looking stuff to keep germs and stuff out, but you can see right through it like you're looking through a windshield. But it was. I mean, it gets me now thinking about it. I can't even put words to it. It's crazy.
It was scary. Did you feel the awe and the presence of God in that room?
Yes, I did because I knew we weren't going to get through it without it.
Yeah.
So all the nurses that they all learned, he's still working on me because that song played 24/7. We had a little tape player or CD player or whatever behind us.
8-track.
Yeah.
With your age.
Yeah.
His daughter, not him.
Yeah. But she. We only left her 2 hours out of the day. That was at shift change at 7 and 7.
Yeah.
Any other time, one of us was touching her.
Oh.
So yeah, she was something. She went through it.
So how much more than that's? How long had you been coming to church when that?
A couple of years. So I started coming to Victory in 04. She was born in 07. So 3 years. And you think you're big, bad, tough. You can take on anything. And until that happens, that's when it takes out. Doesn't care what your debit card says, what watch you got on, what clothes you got on, what car you drove there. You're completely helpless.
It equalizes you. It puts you on an equal plane.
Yeah. You're just like, any other time I can make this go away.
Yeah.
Problems.
Yeah.
Right.
But that was like, there's nothing I can do.
You have no control on it. Yeah.
So how much more did that strengthen your faith through all that? Because I'm sure before you thought everything was good and you were going through the motions and just probably thought life was okay.
Yeah, we were, going through the motions, and that definitely got me a lot closer to God. Ashamed to say I didn't. Once things got better, like a lot of people, I probably didn't stay as close as I should have. So, that's a regret of mine, but it's the facts. But yeah, so over these last few years, especially since the mission trip you and I shared together.
Yep.
Things have really changed, and a lot of stuff has changed for the better, and it's pouring through the house. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing to see, and it's nothing you can manufacture or buy.
That's right.
Donnie, can we get your salvation story, your saved by grace moment?
Thanks for listening, and remember, the smoke may settle, but the embers stay lit. This was the Gunpowder, Propane, and Jesus podcast. Stay tuned for the next part of this episode.